Okay, let's try this again. We are now at the part of the week I've been dreading all week, which is the butchering of the chickens. My buddy is not available to come and help me today, so I will be once again figuring it out by myself.
You got it.
So I have had a little bit of coaching from Elio about how to do it. So thank you once again, Elio. I wish Elio had a YouTube so all of us could learn from him. But Sam's going to spend some time in the garden. We have some things that we're going to get planted today. And then I need to butcher chickens, go pull the freezer out and see if it works. And then we'll probably be done for the day and go see my mom. So we will record a little bit here and there. We'll give a full explanation of what happened during that. I may just record it. I don't know. But
Always record it and edit it out.
yeah, always record it and edit it out. But this is the part I've been dreading, so.
Also, don't ever get a summer baby monitor because
They are so fragile.
yeah.
Like 3 drops of water got into it today, and it's dead. This is our second one. The battery was worthless in the last one. Had to stay plugged in all the time. Couldn't reach out to the garden, nothing. Now, we have to figure out a new one of those. But that's okay. These things happen.
Yeah.
No cause for concern.
Aggravation.
Just aggravation. So she's going to get up there, I'm going to get down there, and we're going to get our stuff done so we can move on with the day. Oh man. Ellie woke up in a screaming fit. And now the other two are down for an early nap so we can get to my mom's. And they're in a screaming fit. Sam is feeding Ellie. I'm going to try and get her back down. I have to put this thing together in order to kill chickens. So, may clear out this whole freaking space and put your chickens up here. There's my knife. Is that my knife? I'll figure it out. Yeah. Stressful day. Well, it's go time. As I said, I am not looking forward to this, but something that I have to learn how to do. So, figure out a better way to hold their legs. I may just have to hold them in there. Just dunk them by hand. Do it one at a time. No one's here. That was interesting. Wow. Never seen that before. starting to stink. You're supposed to pass out when you do this, so I don't know what's going on. Fuck. Well, now that horrible part's done, like I said, I don't like just killing things. Water's too hot. It's 175 degrees. Last week it was 6 ago, it was over 200, so it was almost 300 if I remember correctly. So now we blanch the chicken. Just enough so that the feathers come off. Man, it stinks. Just sharpened my knives. Oh, there you go. Butchered my first chicken. It smells like chicken. A 1,000 million times better than I thought it was going to be, except this is way too hot now. Guys, make sure to get you a good pair of gloves. These ones with a neoprene. Basically invaluable. Hotter than a popcorn fart out here. Beautiful assistant is getting me handkerchief, bandana, whatever. We're going to go on to the next bird. I really think with how easy that is, I could do a whole bunch of them. Oh, for everybody asking about the plucker, a chicken plucker for your drill. It does really well. Make sure that once a wing feather comes off in your hand, dunk them in for about 5-6 more seconds, because there's some on their belly and there's some on their legs that aren't coming off because they weren't in the water long enough. So when I can get this turned back on and keep it around 150 again, I guess it doesn't have to be that, but that's what it's been suggested to me now that I've tried this. So if you're diligently watching, like I have to kill another one, I'm going to stand there with it in the pot in my hand and get it taken care of. But if you're diligently watching, I'm sure 200 degrees is okay, but I'm being very careful because I don't want to screw up another one and waste another beautiful chicken that we worked so hard to raise. How's everybody inside?
Fine.
Yeah.
I probably won't be coming out. Ellie's not taking a nap.
Allie's not taking a nap? No.
Fully wasted.
Can't like set a heat and just leave it anymore. It's a timer and it's only set to one thing, so I have to regulate it with that, the regulator. Because people are too dumb. Pardon me. Not everybody. People are too dumb to be able to responsibly watch their freaking turkey
So it doesn't
cookers.
catch on fire.
So it doesn't catch on fire. So now the rest of us...
Did that thermometer come with it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, this is a good little
Investment. They, you can smell it, I'm sure. They absolutely stink.
The other ones are high on sodium.
Nah, they didn't. They thought that they were getting food. Speaking of which...
What happened to Paul, man?
Yeah. No, okay. Speaking of which, we can take the rest of that and feed it to the other chickens, give them a little fat content. But... it's not as terrible as I thought it was going to be. It is not terribly enjoyable.
Right. Well, I think you had yourself spiked out. So
Yeah, I think so.
last time. Yeah, fold laundry.
Looks like it's holding around 175, guys. I'm just going to go with it. I got to get this done. Because after this, I'm going to shower and head to my mom's. Probably with a freshly killed chicken in hand for her and my stepdad. What's up, guys? we're on number 3 out of 4. So hopefully I'll have the chickens finished being butchered soon. What was that? Not as bad a process as I thought. Still pretty brutal. So I have opted not to show you. Alright, I have to show you. That's our thing. We have to show you everything. Let me go get the selfie stick. Not bad, guys. You just got to get past the first one. Get past your own brain. Second one I was shaking. This is the third one. I don't like just killing things. So this is our food, you know? And these things stink. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Test the feathers on the wings. They're the hardest to get out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 20 seconds submerged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 30 seconds submerged. Feathers are starting to come out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I suggest 35 seconds, as reading online and following directions online did not work. This thing is pretty cool, not gonna lie. We can do it on our own. Hope you guys enjoyed the shooting earlier in the video. Thank you to Mr. Cronin and to X-Ray for their invaluable wisdom as it helped Sam pick her pistol yesterday. Got her closer to where she wanted to be on the targets. Was able to distinguish which was going to be the best pistol for her, thanks to the techniques you guys taught me, so thank you so much. And here soon, hopefully, I will have my CCW trainer certificate, and I will be a trainer. Now, this looks awful, doesn't it? What you're going to do, you're going to cut the head off, you're going to cut the feet off at the knees. Going to cut through the bone. There's a joint there. Your knife will naturally find and separate the bones. Now you think, you know, that's it, we're just going to throw this out, but no. The feet are going to be treats for the dogs once they're cleaned up. I don't think the head's going to be, but that's up to Sam. And we're going to save the organs too. Alright. Now that's a very sharp knife. There's bone on it still. Very sharp knife. I don't know if you guys will be able to see this. This is the area that contains all the guts. Pull that out very carefully, not to strike any organs, sever that. and there's going to be another sac inside the skin. So separate the skin a little more. What do you guys prefer? Do you prefer the skin? Do you not like the skin? I personally don't like the skin, and was advised that there's a way to skin chickens and sell their feathers, but Sam likes the skin, so the skin's staying on. Now, this is the abdominal sac right here. You can get a hold of that. You need to pull it off and sever that sac. So being very careful not to get too far in, as the organs are right behind here. And if you're an idiot like me, you forgot to pull the feed from the chickens 12 hours before you did this. So a rupture of any of the intestines would mean chicken poop all in my chicken meat. But if you take your time, do this the right way, see, there's another sac that separates the organs from the skin in the abdominal cavity. Very carefully get rid of that. Now what I've been doing, and you can do as well if you prefer, is take this extra skin, pull it off down towards the cloaca, or their vent, I guess is what everybody calls it, the vent, and separate that as well down to the vent, being careful not to rupture organs, because having ruptured a doe's colon last year in the butchering process, I do not suggest that for anyone. So we're doing this slowly so you can see there's all the organs. We're going to open that bucket back up. We're going to hold the chicken up and pull the organs out. The first one, I got even the neck and the esophagus to come out. The second one was not so lucky. So yes, I know there's flies. So just let gravity do some of the work. That is a very full stomach right there. Let loose the organs. Now here comes the fun part of reaching up into the chicken to get the organs off the walls, get a hold of the throat and the heart, and drag all of it out. Well, not rupturing anything. There it goes. That disgusting, revolting sound was the esophagus. Now, I don't know if you can see this. There's the heart. Maybe that's a kidney. It looks like a kidney. My bad. This intestine is attached to the vent. Here's the colon. You're going to carefully cut around that to the base of the tail. You can basically just cut this nub off. Separate all the skin and the sac that separates it all. That sharp sound that you're hearing is me basically finding the bone of the leg. And then all it is whoop, there's all the organs. There's a stack full of water in there. I do not know what it is, and I don't want to find out. So, there you go. There is a fully butchered, mostly clean chicken. And we're going to get our last chicken killed. Sam made a discovery! That's a beet.
One of our first ones.
Oh my gosh, we grew a beet!
Woohoo!
Now we've got chickens.
Uh-huh.
Our experiment is working, folks. And her adorable hat. That is actually Reagan's hat. Yep.
Yeah.
There's a beet, guys. Look at all the greens that we can eat off of that, too.
Oh, yeah. These
all
are
of that.
so good.
All of that can be eaten.
All of this.
Do we have to cure beets?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Google.
Alright.
Google is your friend.
Well, thank you, honey. Thanks for sharing that.
Okay.
Yeah, when they're not listening to you.
I'm going to go see some more of them.
Okay. Well, I'm going to finish processing this last... This is a hen.
Oh, yeah.
I felt ultra bad, but she's still food, so...
Right. I mean, that's why we got them.
Yeah. This is way easier when you have a good idea of what you're doing.
Thanks for doing that.
Yeah. You'll have to clean them up. There's still little pinpricks and feathers and stuff on some of them, so... That was our deal, guys. Let me turn this around so I can see. That was our deal was that if we got these, it was my responsibility to make them look like food, and it was her responsibility to finish the process and make them into food. So she's going to be, there's probably enough for 2 of them to be split,
Yeah.
and 2 of them to stay whole, or 3 of them to be split, 1 of them to stay whole, however you want to do it. Unless you want to take one up to Mom or whatever tonight.
You want to do. I just can't stand the thought of me. I know it's crazy to be doing this, but I'm not there yet to be able to be part of killing,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Well, Sam's pretty good with a bow, very good with a pistol and a rifle, but we haven't gotten her to that point where she can harvest. We'll say harvest.
Yeah.
I'll say harvest. You say whatever you want.
You're keeping the feet?
They're all in that bucket right there. That's why I came and got that baggie.
You're
There's the organ meat and the feet.
Which is going to be used, I don't know if you already told them this.
Go ahead.
The organ meat, the dogs can eat that, and then the feet, it sounds gross, but you actually cook and bake those in the oven, right? And then they're little doggy snacks.
Huh.
And they're really good for them.
See? Nothing
So,
except for the areas that contain the poop. Nothing's going to go to waste.
yeah.
I think I've ruptured 1 or 2 hearts pulling them out.
Yeah.
So, but there's livers, there's lungs, and kidneys to use.
Girls will enjoy that, I'm sure.
A very small snacks, but that'll be mixed in with their dog food.
Yeah. So,
All right, I love you. Yep. All right. Now that we've got that process done, if you don't follow us on Instagram and Facebook, it is exactly the same as our name here. If we get 4 more followers on here, we can be Cedar Valley Homesteading on YouTube as well. That can be our URL. So please, if you're watching this for the first time, please like and follow. Hit the little bell so that you know on Tuesday or Wednesday when we post these videos that we have posted them. So we had 2 chickens killed by heat, ultimately. 1 was young, 1 was 5 weeks. We had my 2 chickens that I screwed up butchering, so that's 4. 1 killed by the dogs, 1 killed by a turkey, so that's 6. So of our 10, 4 made it to the freezer. Now, I still call it a success, as the mistakes that I've made, hopefully you've watched along the way and seen the mistakes that I've made in this process, so that you don't make those. There will be a much larger coop built within the next couple weeks, so that we can get our order in, so that we know, come September, October, we will be getting our shipment of chickens. We already have people that want to buy them, so it's just a matter of doing it. Now I also need to buy a wash tub bin or something and get the rubber fingers that were on the end of the drill and install them in the wash tub so that I can run the drill on high and it'll knock the chicken around and knock off all the feathers, because there will be some picking at these birds that we have now to get all the feathers off. But it worked. It's worked. You just saw Sam pull out a beet and present it. So that works. What we're doing now is working. We just have a lot of mistakes to get to the end result. So now that we've identified and eliminated those mistakes, we can succeed at this. And hopefully you've seen those mistakes, and instead of making them yourselves, sounds like it's going to rain, instead of making those mistakes yourselves, you will avoid them by having seen us do them. So Sam is planting some peas and a couple other things currently. She's spreading amazing looking black topsoil so that we can get another portion of our fall harvest in, and we have the new garden area going in the middle of the yard, full in the sun. Yeah, guys, it's working. It's working. Now, could we eat on what we've done this year through the winter? No. No, but we've proven to ourselves that we can do what we set out to do. So now everything can be ramped up to a grander scale. Buy more seeds, longer rows, still do the garden boxes and everything so that we have control there. But we're going to utilize the greenhouse. We're going to plant in the torn up area in the yard. We're going to use the garden boxes. The chickens are going in a bigger coop. The turkeys are going to get their own coop. The ducks are going to get their own coop. And it's all about taking the time to get there and doing it right, because you can slap it together, bing bang boom, it's done, you can use it, but it falls apart or it doesn't work correctly very soon after. So it was a really good weekend between class yesterday, harvest today, Sam finding the beet, pulling broccoli seeds, pulling Japanese red mustard seeds. We're just at that tipping point where we can do all this. Our chickens are a couple weeks from laying for the first time, so I need to get the garden or the laying boxes done for them. And we're just right at that point. We're at the cusp. These little bits of success are showing that this is all working, and we're hoping that you guys are following along and taking everything that you can from it. Please learn from all of the mistakes, because you don't have to make them. I made them already. You can scratch them off the list. We've made all the mistakes already, so move on and succeed. See what we've done here. Laugh at us, call us names while you're watching, whatever you want to do. I'm going to hold my head up high at the end of today. No, the battery died right there at the end of my little motivational speech. But guys, we are winning. As I said, at the end of today, we can hold our heads up high because our experiments are working. All these things that we are trying in order to be self-sufficient, to take care of ourselves and our children, it's all working. We're winning. And you guys can win too. Sam finally is in the video.
I'm hot.
I understand. Yeah, you are. But we're winning, guys. And with the mistakes that we've made, that you guys have seen, that you can take in and learn from without making them, you can win too.
Yes.
We're gonna get cleaned up because we both are gross right now. So we'll see you in a little bit.